Good morning, everyone. My name is Amanda Benway, and today I'm going to share with you a little bit about who I am professionally and what I do, and how I market myself through the way I communicate with others. When people hear the term self-marketing, they often think of selling, promoting, or talking themselves up. But for me, self-marketing is about how I show up consistently and how people experience working with me. I'm the owner of a bookkeeping firm that specializes in job-based businesses, particularly contractors and construction, anybody who wants to track their profit and loss by job or by project. Over time, that experience has taught me that numbers are only useful if people actually understand what they're looking at. Early in my career, I noticed something important. Many business owners weren't bad at running their businesses. They were just overwhelmed by the financial side of things. That realization shaped how I market myself today. One of the core elements of my personal brand is clarity. A lot of my clients come to me feeling stressed, unsure, or even embarrassed about their finances. They might say things like, I know I'm busy, or I think I'm making money, but I'm really not sure. I get this more often than you would think. My role is to remove that uncertainty. I do that by organizing information in a way that feels approachable instead of intimidating. This is where self-marketing becomes less about talking and more about listening. Listening is one of the most important tools that I use to build trust. Another key part of how I market myself is how I communicate. I've learned that clients don't want to be impressed by technical language, that they want to feel understood. For example, instead of saying your accounts receivable aging has increased, I might say your customers are paying late and that's starting to impact your cash flow. A small shift in language makes a big difference. It turns financial data into something actionable and relatable. That approach has become part of my professional identity. People don't come to me for bookkeeping, they come to me because they know I'll explain things clearly and honestly. Trust is at the center of everything I do. When someone hands over their financial information, they're not just sharing numbers, they're sharing responsibility. I market myself by being consistent, prepared, and transparent. That means meeting deadlines, following through, and communicating before problems become emergencies. Over time, that reliability becomes my reputation, and reputation, more than advertisement, is the strongest form of self-marketing. Another important part of my self-marketing strategy is growth. I don't position myself as someone who knows everything. Instead, I position myself as someone who is committed to learning, improving, and adapting. Whatever that means, staying current with accounting software, learning better communication techniques, or improving how I present information to clients, I see growth as part of my brand. This mindset allows me to build long-term relationships instead of short-term transactions. So when I think about self-marketing, I don't think about logos or slogans. I think about clarity, trust, and consistency. I market myself by being someone clients can rely on, someone who communicates clearly, someone who helps make complex information easier to understand. That's who I am professionally. And that's the value that I bring to every conversation and every working relationship. Thank you.